Oh, it's
All right,
recording.
welcome to the podcast with Joe. Joe. How you feeling, Joe?
I'm chilling. I'm chilling. How you doing, bro?
I'm doing pretty good, bro. Yo, so like real quick, if you guys do not know, me and Joe, we go way back. We go like 5 years back,
But
back in the old days. Back in the old days where we worked in the same club. You feel me? We worked in the same facility for maybe like a month or two, two,
I
three
was
months, four
I was
months,
there for 4 months. Yeah.
4 months. Okay. Now, on a serious note, though, yeah. So Joe worked at Equinox. We worked in the same club. That's where I met him, and now he's a content creator. He films. You said you film some movies, right?
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I film. I'm a director, screenwriter, and one day, hopefully, an actor. So yeah.
One day. Ooh, so that's your
All
goal,
right.
being an actor.
Yeah. Yeah. I at first wanted to be an actor, and then I didn't know if people were gonna accept me in their films. So then, can I curse you?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. But yeah, I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna write my own stuff and I'm gonna direct my own stuff and cast myself. And then that started falling in love with screenwriting and directing. I was like, nah, this is for me.
Yo, honestly, I really see you doing that, bro. I really feel like that's something that's like you're naturally good at, like acting, and I feel you have a funny persona and a likable character. Like people will definitely tune in to watch you, bro, for sure.
Appreciate that, bro. Appreciate that.
Yes, sir. So in this episode, we're gonna basically talk about a couple of things. Like number one, just I guess more about entrepreneurship, more about fitness. We're also gonna get in deep with just getting to know Joe as a person, because we see him behind the camera and his TikToks and his reels, his Instagram reels with being in the gym for therapy. I want to know more about that though.
No, Raj.
so so we definitely gonna talk about this, but yeah, bro. So what? Let's just start it from the beginning. Like what got you into um getting into fitness? Like
Um,
what got you into fitness, bro?
the basically in high school I was on and off in fitness, but I didn't really take it seriously until I started going to the gym with a close friend of mine at the time. And then she's a female, but she and then I started catching feelings for her. She broke my heart, and then that's when I started, the basic girl broke your heart and you want to hit the gym. And so it was like so now I I'm going to the gym 4 times a week and I'm starting to like it. And then I start seeing like a difference, and then just trying to uh make a whole program for myself from scratch. This is like 18-year-old kid. He doesn't know what the hell he's doing. And it's like, where do I start? And then I start falling in love with it and knowing like, oh, if you do this difference, if you do 4 sets of 4, then 4 sets of 15, like and then it like opened up my world. So I was like, okay. And you talked a little bit about it. Like it's therapy for me. Like it's like a place where you can go and get out all the anger, and you don't have to think about other things. All you think about is the weight that's under you. And that started with just the girl that she really messed me up at the time. And then I would go to the gym to like not think about other things. You know what I mean? So yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Um, I get that, bro. I really do. Like I really feel like when it comes down to like just getting your heart broken, I know how that feels like. Um, you have so much energy right after too. You have so much emotions. So it's like, yeah, the gym is gonna be like such a I don't even know how to explain it, but it's just gonna be fucking easy. Like not easy. Sorry, it's gonna be like you're gonna want to go. You know, at a certain point, you're just like,
Yeah.
yo, I just want to fucking hit the gym. So what do you feel like? Let's talk about your fitness journey. Like, what was your full on fitness journey?
I was so I got a fast ass metabolism, bro. Like that shit. Like I'm on a cut right now, and it's a little bit easy for me to cut because I'm like losing weight. But I was like 160. And then I was like, that's when I started going to the gym. I was like, you know what? Let me bulk. Bro, I did a dirty bulk. I started eating whatever the fuck I wanted. Like, I was eating McDonald's. I was eating horrible. I had a freaking big ass stomach, small chest, small arms. Yo, it was crazy. The dirty bulk was crazy. And then that's when I was like, you know what? Let me cut. Let's see how this cut is gonna do. And mind you, this is with bad programming. Like I didn't know how to program, so that means the stuff in the gym I was doing was trash. So then I was like, all right, let me cut. And then when I started cutting, I basically starved myself, bro. If you're watching this and you're cutting, do not starve yourself. Well, starve yourself correctly because I would basically drink a gallon of water and chew gum throughout the whole day and then only eat like dinner and a little bit of breakfast. That, mind you, not keeping track of my protein intake and not keeping track of my macros. So I was just, bro, I went back to being I went from 180 on the dirty bulk to 164 on the cut. And then from 164, that's when I was like, you know what? Let me freaking focus on what I gotta do. So I started doing more research, and then bulking correctly. So I was eating just home cooked meals. I don't have the time in my day to eat a lot. So what I do is I eat a whole bunch in one sitting. So I would eat twice a day, but those two meals would be like, bro, crazy. Like I would get to a point where I would have to drink some water, put rice in my food, put rice in my mouth, and just swallow it with the water. That's how the bulk was crazy. So I went from
Mm.
yeah, bro, you got to get it down somehow. But I went from 164, bro, to like when I met y'all in Equinox, I was, I want to say 205, around there. My goal was to get like to 210, 215. But yeah. And then now I started my cut in October and I went from like 205 to right now not 197. And this is my first cut doing it right. So this is I'm trying to keep my protein intake and I'm doing the cut slow so then that way I can lose fat and not muscle. Like that's what I'm scared of. I don't want to lose muscle at all. So yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
All
sorry.
right. So you just to recap on that, basically, you know, you just bulked up from 160 all the way to two. Did you actually get to 210? Were you actually able to get there? I remember we were talking one day and you told me that. That's funny. Yeah. Did you actually do it though? To
Yeah,
210, 215?
I got to at least 211. I didn't pass 212, and that was a struggle just to like actually do it because again my
Yeah.
metabolism is mad fast, so I gotta like keep up the food and stuff.
So all right. So let's talk about that because that's really interesting. I really feel like a lot of people, and I'm over here holding the pen like. um. So what do you feel like, bro? Like was because if you had struggled in the beginning, you said you kind of force fed yourself. You were dirty bulking in the beginning too. Like, what do you feel like was what kind of led you to be like, bro, I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna eat at home. I'm gonna eat these two meals, and I'm just gonna force myself to eat that. So a lot of people, I feel like they try to do that, but it's just too hard, bro, to eat fucking two meals and to be bulking at that. How'd you do that?
It's the mentality. So it's like what us fitness people. It's like one thing that you can see just by the the way we look like is that we have that discipline. You know what I mean? So it's like I can look at you, not even know you, see that you have a great body, and go, that motherfucker has discipline. You know what I mean? So it's like it's the discipline to actually redo research and figure out, okay, if I'm supposed to get big and I'm not getting big from eating McDonald's, um, I
You'll
have to
get
eat.
big.
Yeah,
You'll
you'll
get
get
big,
big,
bro.
but in the wrong places. Yeah, literally.
For sure.
But the
Yeah.
the if to do it correctly, I said, you know what? I would restrict myself to home cooked meals and just meal prep, and then I changed up my programming as well. That's when you have to do a whole bunch of research and stuff. That's when you have to like.
Let's talk about that. I didn't mean to cut you up, but let's talk
No, you
about
good.
that. So your programming. What were you doing before, and what changes did you make?
So before, to be honest, I forgot what I was doing, but I know it was a mess. But I learned that with different people, it's different things. But I learned um that training for strength helped me gain a lot of muscle and size. So I basically did 80 to 90% of my weight that I could, and I would do 4x4. So 4 sets and 4 reps each time for every workout. And
Yeah.
that helped me gain size. Like it just blew me up. That I can say, like my fat, like what we checked in Equinox, was my fat and my muscle was like right on top of each other. Like it was like it's not ideal, but you know, it could be worse. But yeah, training for strength, that 4x4 helped me blow up. And I just, especially a progressive overload. So once you start getting used to that, you add 5 pounds, I add 5 pounds. And yeah, I got big.
Oh, okay. So your protocol was basically like, all right, let's increase the intensity, let's make the load a lot heavier, and then from there let's just continue to continuously get stronger. I really feel like that's yo. To be honest, like for beginners, I don't know what you feel about this. Like for me, I look at it like when you're starting to train, especially if you're skinny, you're trying to bulk up, you don't have that much muscle mass, you most likely don't have that much strength. Like genetically, you can have good strength genetics where you're pretty strong in general, but I know like for most beginners, they can cap out. I mean, they should start focusing on capping out at like, yo, let me get my fucking bench press from 30, 40 pounds to 90, 100, 120, you know? And it's like the like being really hyper focused on increasing load. I feel like is like one of the best things for you to do, for you to ensure that you are actually getting results. You know, it's like, and people look at hypertrophy, they don't really understand it. Like it's like the same. Yeah, there's different ways to go about things, but like for the most part, it is just increasing load and getting stronger. So that's crazy that you were able to just like see a big difference with just like adding weight, bro.
Nah, yeah.
But yeah, yeah.
Yes, man.
So now you're cutting, right?
Yeah, yeah, bro. I'm, uh, I'm cutting, just making sure I take my protein and like I said, I'm always learning. So just so I'm taking a whole bunch of supplements, bro. I'm wasting mad money on supplements. I don't know about you, but like I still got
Nah,
the
I know, bro. It's an investment. It's definitely an investment. I'll tell you
it's a
that.
lot of money though. It's a lot. Bro, it'd be like $50 for just one bottle like of creatine. Like what the hell?
of, the creatine. I don't know what creatine you get. My shit costs 30, $25,
Where are
bro.
you getting
But
this
yeah,
creatine, bro?
yeah, my boy get a special
I
creatine
got
over there.
I got muscle. body, that blue bottle. You know what I'm talking about? Everybody know what I'm talking about. Body Tech.
I know what the fuck you're talking about.
Yeah,
Yeah. The
but
thing
yeah,
with the deer too, or no?
no,
Like a deer?
that's bucked up.
No, that's bugged up. Yeah. That's your sponsor. I forgot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully, one day. No,
One day he's gonna be sponsored by Bucked Up. Calling it now.
but
Yeah.
yeah, bro. So right now I'm cutting. I got a whole bunch of supplements. I bought some EAAs. If anybody watching doesn't know what that is, that's like essential amino acids that helps build up the muscle. We build that on our own, but you know, more added to it helps, especially if you're cutting, like just to up maintain the muscle. EAAs help. I'm about to get on that ashwagandha. I got that shit waiting for me.
You
That
like to get on
helps.
what?
Oh, ashwagandha.
Oh, what's that? Never heard that.
You never heard about it?
Mm-mm.
My boy, I'm about to put you on. So
Let me
basically
hear this. Let me hear this.
that's like a extract or a root, and it helps relieve stress, right? So it helps relieve stress. It allows for good sleep. I'm not like the biggest expert on it, but yeah, it's supposed to do all of that. And help with cognitive function. So the way your mind moves and stuff like that. And yeah, you're supposed to cycle off of it. So you're supposed to have 4 weeks on it, 2 weeks off, and then 4 weeks on because it supposedly like messes, it changes your emotions and how you feel. So like some people they like
Hmm.
go numb like to think like they don't get excited anymore or they don't get sad or they don't get happy like supposedly.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah.
you gotta cycle on
So
and off.
what that's crazy. I'm over here trying to look it up right now. You said it's called Guanda?
Ashwagandha. So ASHG and then once you search that up it should pop up. Ashwagandha.
ASH. Oh, I see. It's a
Yeah, bro.
plant.
I'm gonna get the pill bottle. Hold on.
I think I've seen this around. Honestly, like when it comes to like supplements like this, it's like really hard to say if
Uh, this is what it
you
look
know how
like.
much. I see. Okay, interesting.
But
Okay,
yeah, bro.
um,
You
okay,
you look
cool.
up that and lion's mane is a mushroom that helps with your cognitive function as well. It stops you from having Alzheimer's or prevents it from you having Alzheimer's. And then I got I just bought some vitamins to help with bone and joint health. So bro, I'm on this shit I'm addicted to these supplements. I just started, and let's see
Yeah,
if my strength starts to build up. But yeah, bro.
yeah. Because I mean, like with supplements, bro, it's really hard to like. In my honest opinion, from what I experienced, like it will definitely increase maybe by like your recovery by like 5-10%, but the
Yeah.
majority of it is dead ass is sleep, your food, and that's the majority of it, to be
Yep.
honest. And then from there, yeah, the little things, because like sometimes people look at it like, oh, it's a magic pill, like it's about to like fucking make me 10 times stronger. And
Oh yeah.
I'm not saying you're saying that, but like, I really don't want people to get the wrong message, like, yo, like
No,
supplements and
I agree with you 100%. I agree with you.
yeah,
These supplements are there to support you to a certain extent. You know what I mean? It's like they're
yeah.
not like, oh, I'm gonna drink it and I'm gonna get huge. You know, I don't want to confuse anybody that's listening to this, but
Says a
yeah,
fucking steroid. Let's
that
do
they
it.
think it's a steroid, right? But yeah, bro, it's like you said, it's all about sleep and what you eat and your diet. And all these supplements, they help that, but to a certain extent. So yeah, and then that's when programming comes into play too, like how that works with everything else. Because like I'm learning myself. I stopped training, but basically I'm training myself. So I want to get on a cut. I want to look good, but I want to be strong. So which is impossible because if you're cutting, then you're gonna lose strength. You know what I mean? Like it's inevitable. Uh there might be slight decrease in the weights that you're pushing because you're losing, size. Mass pushes mass. But yeah, back to the programming. I I basically have to tweak every little programming and try to get stronger based off of me cutting. So yeah.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Yeah, I feel like you know how they say taking creatine on like most people think about taking creatine on a bulk. I really feel like it's more relevant when you take creatine on a cut because that's gonna help preserve your muscle mass. You know,
Mhm.
and it kind of goes back to that point. It's like with losing strength on a cut, it's actually yeah, it's actually pretty true. But how much body fat do you have?
Right now,
Percentage, like your percentage, do you know?
I want to say it, but like my scale is kind of iffy. It says like I'm around 30, 23%, which is kind of true
No,
because last
really? You
time,
think so?
because when at Equinox, I was, well, I don't know about the Embody, but the Embody told me I was 24 at the time.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. I feel like you're less than that, bro. I feel like you are, but I haven't seen you in a while. But like looking at your videos and stuff, I don't know, 20%, 23%. That's pretty high. I really doubt you're 23% though. Let me
Is
see,
there
like
a way
20.
to like check that?
If you look it up like online, like I'm looking it up right now, 23% body fat male. How tall are you?
I'm 5'8".
All right, because it will vary like based on your body fat distribution and kind of like your bone structure, but yeah, I mean it's a possibility. Yeah, there's some. If you look it up right now, there's I'm looking at someone with 25%. I just see someone completely flat, like fat as shit, but you might be 20%.
I might be
What,
20%.
what, so what's your goal right now? You're trying to get to 12, 13, 10?
Yeah, bro, I'm trying to see some fucking abs, bro. Like I've
Yeah.
only
Have you
seen
ever seen
two.
that?
No, I've only seen like two small squares. Like I want V line. That's why I'm starting so early because usually people start bulking around this time. But I want to
Yeah.
start now, so then that way in May, June, or even July, I'm like shredded because I've been cutting this whole time. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, for sure. Have like what? Yo, honestly, bro, I remember my first time when I had a six pack.
I seen
Yeah,
the video too on
I think
Instagram.
you saw it. Yeah,
Yeah,
so
bro.
I remember how it feels though. Like when you're like your first time trying to get a six pack, you're like, yo, bro, like I shit, you become obsessed about it. You know, that's
Yeah,
you
bro.
spend like the fucking $60 on the supplements. You don't give a fuck. You basically starve yourself
You
and
got you
all that
got it
stuff.
now. You got it still.
Huh?
You got the 6 pack still.
Hell no, not right now. Not right now. Right now, and I'm gonna talk about this right now because some people don't know, right? But I've been bulking, eating, adding thing and everything because my
Yeah.
goal is to get to 200 pounds. You know how you say you dirty bulk? I'm dirty bulking right now, and it's nothing to do with bodybuilding. It has everything to do with having an advantage to beat Brigham in a squat competition.
Isn't that
That's it.
December 1st?
That's December 15th. That's literally
Oh,
in a couple
15.
of days, yo. It's soon. So,
Like I said, math pushes
I've
math.
been eating fast food like on purpose. It's I cannot wait until I'm because once I finish this competition, I'm going in for the cut, bro.
I want to say to people that are watching this, don't disclaimer. He's a trainer. He knows what he's doing. Don't just think
Yo,
that you can
nah,
eat
like
McDonald's and be like,
I,
I'm
I,
gonna be
I
like
actually have a
Johnny.
video coming out on this. Like I have a whole video coming out on this. I really feel like my opinion on nutrition, like a lot of people look at like what foods they shouldn't or should not eat. Especially if you're a fitness trainer, like you should be pretty strict with your diet. For me, it's like yeah, to a certain extent. Like I want to be an example for people. Like you can still eat a pizza, you can still eat a donut, you can still eat all those things, and it's starting to become more and more and more aware. Like eating quote unquote like fast foods are not necessarily the smartest thing for you to do on a cut, and you shouldn't probably eat that on a daily basis. But knowing how to implement it and knowing how to be a human while still going on a whole bodybuilding journey, unless you're going on stage, that's different.
Yeah,
That's motherfucking different.
yeah,
But I feel like people gotta understand, like even as a trainer, I want to be an example. Right now, definitely do not do what I'm doing because I'm eating fast food for sure. I'm just fucking chugging, so I'm not I'm not advising that at all. But yeah, let's get into your Equinox experience, bro. How was that?
yeah, bro.
Yeah, he said it's so
Nah,
funny.
it's good. It's good. It's just like it wasn't what I expected. You know what I mean? So like, we'll get into that later. But I want to do film and stuff like that. That's the main thing I want to do, as a career. So it's like at the time before that, before I was a trainer, I was a lifeguard, and I was like, yo, you know what? I'm stuck here. I'm doing nothing with my life. I want to do something better. So then, my girlfriend, I was like, yo, should I become a personal trainer? And she's like, yeah, do it. Like, you live, breathe, eat the gym. And I was like, you're right. And I was like, that gives me more time to work on, films and stuff because it's like, you make your own schedule, you tell people when to come in, right? So I'm like, okay, cool. And then I paid for the NASM, studied my ass off. Bro, the NASM test is the like the information is like 4 months, 5 months. Bro, I crammed it into 2 months. After 2 months, I took the test and I passed that shit. I was like, bro, I'm not because obviously I'm a lifeguard. I have nothing to do. I was just on the laptop learning about the body and stuff like that. And then yeah, I applied to Blink and then I applied to Equinox. And then they both told me that I need to start up as part time or whatever. Like I'm only gonna get part time hours. So I was like, you know what? Because at the time I had to pay rent and shit. So you need money. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna work at Blink and I'm gonna work at Equinox, and then together part time equals full time. So I was like, okay. So I signed everything, and then they told me from Equinox like, yo, so Equinox owns Blink. It's a sister company, and you can't work at both. You need to choose one. So I was like, damn, bro, like what the so I was like, all right, so I'm gonna just do Equinox. It was a good choice. Not gonna lie, it was a good choice, great choice. I learned so many things like just about like the human body and how to work and all this crap that I still implement today. But uh just the experience of being a trainer, it wasn't it. Like I noticed that I have to depend on human beings to get paid. And to be able to do that, you need to have a different mentality. And I didn't have it. And I was like, yeah, I'm not because bro, and you know yourself, but to other people that don't know, bro, you can train with somebody for like 4 months, and if somebody be like, hey, like I don't feel like doing this, like I think we should change. You have to step up and you have to tell them like, yo, if you do this, you're not gonna get to your goal, or you try to convince them to stay, or show them the reality of what they're gonna get if they stay. And sometimes people are hard-headed. I've had several people go, "No, I'm not. I don't want to do it," or "No, it's too much money," or "Oh, I don't think." Like just excuses, bro. Like they're like excuses all around. So I was like, you know what? This ain't it for me. I was like, yeah, this. I was like, I gotta go, bro. I freaking quit with no job, and that's the dumbest shit that you can ever do. Like just you got to get a job before you quit the other job. But I quit, was unemployed for 2 months after that. But I was happy because I was like, I don't have to fucking deal with people saying, "Oh, I don't think I could." Because again, this comes back to the mentality that us gym people have, that we're disciplined, right? We don't make excuses. We go in whenever we go in and stuff like that. So it's like just that me, I couldn't understand what they were complaining about, and it was blowing my. So I was like, "Yeah, I'm out of here." So, yeah,
Yeah. I think that's like a big transition too, like from because a lot of people that are like gym rats, they look at it and they're like, all right, training people, they're not, it's not so hard, like human people, or like, yeah, I could be a good coach. I know a lot. I remember that was kind of like the mindset I was in. But some people, bro, just won't be as obsessed as certain gym rats. Like not certain gym rats, like gym rats, because gym rats are
yeah,
gym rats, right? But some people, like actually not some, the majority of gym goers are just typical people, and they're just going. They have a 9 to 5, and they're just trying to get in their fitness, and then they do it maybe like it's sometimes it's sporadic, sometimes it's somewhat consistent for a month or two, and then it's inconsistent. That's the mass majority of gym people. Actually, the mass majority of people who have a membership don't go to the gym. So
yeah.
it's like
That's
it's
true.
definitely like
That's true.
the 5% of gym goers, or I want to say like I'm gonna say the 5% because if you consider all the memberships, we're basically the 5% that show up to the gym. But the ones that are really consistent and they end up loving the gym and loving fitness, like it could be a pretty hard transition to now. You have to be able to like sympathize or understand that client that we get. Now that we're trainers that that didn't necessarily treat it the way that we did.
Yeah.
So I get your point of view. What are some of the things you feel like you've learned though? Like what are some, like, maybe, I don't know, do you have anything, because you said you learned some stuff with the human body. Like what about those experiences though, with like having to hold people accountable? Do you feel like has kind of gave you clarity on your life now?
Um, I learned a lot to just speaking with other human beings and how like to come across and how to empathize with them, like you said. Like even in the EquiFit room, like just to talk to them as humans and just dig deeper and et cetera, et cetera. I learned a lot in that one EquiFit room. And then like people aside, I learned like about like just training in general. Like you said, people aren't training for like to look like freaking Chris Bumstead or like look like a aesthetic god. Like some people are just training for life benefits. You know what I mean? And that's something that I had to learn being in Equinox. Like most of these people aren't training to look good. Well, some are, but like not most of them. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, yeah.
that just opened up my whole world. Then like even for example, this is a slight example, like kettlebells. Like I never even touched a damn kettlebell, and now I'm freaking training on a transverse plane. So then that way my spine turns, and I'm working out on both. You know what I mean? So it's just like
Yeah.
I learned a lot in Equinox that I applied today. So yeah,
Nice. Do you ever see yourself becoming a trainer again?
nah, nah. Y'all a different breed because y'all have that drive, like you said, you gotta have that drive and that energy to be like, yo, this is your goal. Let me help you, etc., etc. And y'all are good with the words. I am not. Like I can't.
I get you. I get you. I really, bro. Honestly, like to be honest, like that just comes with like I guess shifting my perspective, bro. Because when I first started, I felt like how you felt too. Like I felt that. Like I really did. Like damn. Like I have to talk to people, hold them accountable, and then it's like if I don't, right now I don't have an income. It's like,
Yeah,
well, what about
yeah,
now? What's
and
gonna
that's the
happen
bad
with this?
part.
And that's just like, bro. Honestly, like that's like any entrepreneurship route, though. And
True.
it's just like you, whatever industry you're in.
I want to bring that up because so you see how I said I'm in film, right?
Yeah,
And people try to convince me. I'm not gonna say the names, but people try to convince me to stay and and tell me like, so you're not gonna, because being in film is entrepreneurship, right? So you have to start from zero and you have to build your own business. But
yeah,
to be honest, bro, this goes back to why I started being a trainer. I started being a trainer because I wanted the freedom to do film. So it's like if I'm struggling, it goes down to me picking and choosing what I want to struggle with. I'd much
yeah,
rather
yeah.
stress and struggle with film than being a trainer because that's not something that I love. You know what I
You
mean?
really exactly that. See that now? That's different. That's different. That's all it is, bro. Like you said, is
Yeah,
like the mentality. I think you have the mentality. It's just like you were just not in the industry that you
yeah,
really loved.
yeah,
And then like the like yeah, because it's like with sales. Like for example, I was doing forex for 2 years. I left. First off, the whole organization I was in just completely collapsed.
yeah,
But the reason why I left and I had a whole business. First of all, I'm super grateful because I learned a lot of skills and I brought that straight into the fitness industry. And that's why I had kind of like a nature of like talking to people already because I had already been practicing that.
yeah,
But the minute I started training and I started learning more stuff with training, and I started seeing results with that, bro, it's like, yeah, that shit. I I I felt way more enjoyable, way more passionate than I ever felt. Like happy, like you said.
yeah,
So it's like that's all it is, really, bro. It's like all it's gonna be really hard for you to go through entrepreneurship if you're not doing something you truly love. And there's gonna be times, even though you're doing something that you love, you're still gonna have hard bumps in the road. There's still gonna be a lot of things that you like, you question yourself. But if you have that why to begin with, and it's something that really like resonates with you, you're gonna have a lot more power to push through.
that's why I say choose your struggles, right? So it's like pick and choose your struggles. You're always gonna struggle, but you have the choice to choose what you want to struggle in. You know what I mean? So it's like if you don't like that job, then don't do it. Find something that you like and struggle in that because it's not gonna be easy. Nothing comes easy. So just it's easier when it's something that you love. But yeah.
Yeah. All right. Cool, bro. Honestly. So how's the filming going? So let's talk about that.
Yeah, bro. Right now it's going good. I'm working on a film right now as the DP, the director of photography, basically, quote unquote, the person that holds the camera, chooses how the shots look like. I wrote the script. I'm doing the DP, and then I'm working with two directors that was classmates of mine back in college. And then yeah, bro, right now we're in the post production part. So we're just well, I'm editing the movie. And I keep in contact with my directors. They tell me what they like, what they don't like, et cetera, et cetera. But yeah, bro, hopefully it comes out before the end of the year, fingers crossed. If not, then after. But yeah, bro. It's going pretty good right now. I got a few things lined up, film wise. Like I'm always writing scripts. I have like 3 ideas of the next 3 short films that I'm gonna do. So yeah.
What if you don't mind me asking? What's like the genre? Like, what's the main thing that you're shooting?
Right now, this recent film is a slasher horror film. But I do want to dabble in all types of genres except comedy. I'm not funny. I cannot. Like I
What?
can't,
Yo, that would be
bro.
perfect for you.
Bro,
How
I
come?
cannot write a comedy. It's like you have to be
I
like it has to be smart. Like I'm funny just cause fuck it. Like you know me fucking around. You know what I mean? But it's like to me
exactly.
actually to sit down and write something. Yeah.
I get you. I mean, all I really do is film a whole minute 30-second film, with like a minute 30-second film on Instagram, and that's just more. And then I already kind of know what I'm gonna talk about, like having a whole movie, filming it out, making it entertaining.
Yep.
I could get that for sure. Have you ever thought about taking improv?
Yeah, I have. My last year on in John Jay, I decided to take improv. It was pretty good. It like warmed me up. It like opened me up to a lot of different things. But yeah,
All right, yo. I'm gonna try putting on these AirPods like real quick because my audio is kind of eh. Let me know. Can you hear me pretty well?
it's the same.
I might have to skip this part. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with it. It's not letting me change the audio, but it's cool. All right, yeah. So I'll just talk loudly. Um, yeah, bro. So basically, what was the last part that I caught you in? You were talking about like your current film right now, like yeah, cause like bro, honestly, improv. I've heard that it's like it's really good to be able to just come up with shit on the fly, especially for acting, and your ability to like it basically increases how good you can act or not.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
And it gets you out of your comfort zone. It takes you out of that box that you're in, and it puts you in like in the air. Like you don't know what the hell to do next. Like for example, I think I remember um a game that we played that it was like it was 4 of us. Somebody would have to go in and then do something like just like for example, if somebody goes like this, and then the second person comes in and creates the scene, like the environment. So if you're like this, then the other person will come in and go, "Whoa, this roller coaster is crazy," and then another person comes in and then changes it, and then the fourth person comes in. The fourth person is supposed to like make a problem. No, I think the third person is supposed to make a problem, and the fourth person is supposed to create the solution to the problem. So it's like it gets you thinking, and then you have to change on the fly and just keep rolling with it. You know, it gets your mind thinking, and you be like, "Oh fuck, what am I supposed to do next?" So it's like it's fun, and especially they say a lot of times that directors they're supposed to not supposed to, but it's good if they learn how actors act. You know what I mean? Or do the jobs of other people. So then that way they know what they go through when they're doing their film. You know what I mean? So it's like
Yeah.
it just to take those improv classes really opened me up, opened my eyes up. Hey, yo, pause. But it opened my eyes up to just new things, you know?
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
You ever take
Well,
an improv class?
nah, never.
You ever seen
I
a
might have to.
You ever seen an improv show?
I've never seen an improv show. So what? Have you seen some?
In like high school, but it was good. It was really good. Yeah.
Nah, low key that sounds mad interesting right now. Like I low key want to watch one just to fucking fuck around and see what, you know. That's kind of cool though, bro. Yeah. All right, bet. So we're gonna kind of like wrap it up now. Like let's finish off with this. So how much do you deadlift right now?
Like, I got actually that and then lick your lips.
Nah. Cause I remember. We were going head to head on the deadlift.
Oh,
You know?
right now that the most I've done, in Equinox, and the most I've done now is 445.
445.
How much is that?
That's not bad. That's not bad.
Do a competition, bro. Let's do a
Nah,
small
I'm
competition.
just fucking around. Yeah, the viewers are probably like, "Yeah, this guy's cocky and shit."
How much is your bench?
My bench is not as much as yours. How much was yours? 275.
That's the most I've done. I've never hit it again. I can't hit 265. Right now I can hit 245.
Oh, okay. Yeah, nah. I've hit 265. I haven't hit 275 in a minute. I mean, I never hit it, but when I was bench pressing pretty consistently, I was like pretty close. I just haven't gotten to it.
Mm.
I just been really squatting, to be honest, like squatting and then some accessory work. But that's it.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. Alrighty, Joey. So first off, I want to say thank you for coming on.
Of course, of course.
Pleasure speaking to you. One day you'll be able to deadlift as much as me, but other
But
than that, it was good hearing your stories. Good hearing your mindset. And
thank you
if you
for
guys want
having
to
me.
follow Joey, go ahead. Let them know what's your socials, bro. Your Instagram, not your
My
social
ins-
security.
my, my Instagram is Joey Lives. So JoeyLyfts. So like lift, like the app Joey Lives. Will follow me on that. But yeah, and then
Cool.
my YouTube for my short films is JoeyColon, all together, no space.
Do you have any short films out on YouTube right now?
Yeah, I got two. So I got my first one, and the second one is I did a year ago.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, bro. Then my first one was in 2020. Yeah, 3 years ago.
I gotta look at it. I will look at it after this. One more thing, actually. So, I forgot to ask you. This is really important. So, I actually saw your journey when you started posting on Instagram, and
Oh
you
yeah,
had I mean, so how did that start? You started off with just a few followers.
yeah. I started out with like 100 something, and that was like in. I started at Equinox in like and the beginning of May, and then right now I have 547, 548.
And your goal is to get to 1,000, right?
Yeah, my goal before was to get to 500. I hit that, and then now it's to get to 1,000. Yeah.
What do you feel like for someone who wants to shoot content and somebody who's like filming consistently? Even for me, bro, like at times I find it like, all right, I gotta kind of adjust on the content that I'm doing, but like to remain consistent, because I know you were pretty consistent for a long time, right? How consistent were you for how long?
I will post like every other day, like just posting. But again, it's different for me. I think when it comes to content, I would say find that balance between consistency and doing what you love. I'm a big supporter for doing things that you love, right? So it's like if you want to be consistent, it's hard to be consistent, and then it will end up being a job, and it's not something that you love, and then you'll be like, oh, no, it's whack. You know what I mean? So find that balance between consistency and doing what you love. So for example, me, um, I'm consistent with my post, but the way I do it, the way I love is that it doesn't require so much energy from me. I used to like do vlogs on my TikTok, but I found it took a lot of energy from me. If you see on my Instagram, it's just like a joke here and there, like it's a video and a caption maybe or something. So it works. My audience is gym bros. You know what I mean? Find your audience, find what you love, and go for that. Like for example, your audience is different from mine. Yours is educational in what you learn. Me, I can never teach anybody. You know what I mean? Like I'm the type of person that would follow you just so that I can learn things. But it's like my audience is gym bros and like going to the gym and yeah, and sad boy stuff.
Right.
But yeah,
That sad boy, heartbroken stuff.
yeah.
All right, say less, man. It was definitely like a great time speaking with you, bro. We're gonna see a podcast coming out of your YouTube soon.
That what?
We're gonna see a podcast coming out of your YouTube soon.
No. That
Nah?
YouTube
No
is
podcast.
that YouTube is straight for
Just
just
short films.
movies. Yeah,
All right, bet. I'll tune into the short films.
appreciate that, bro.
You're gonna see. I'm gonna be in there too, right? You're gonna hire me, basically. I'm gonna audition. You're gonna basically just take me
Yeah,
in.
audition. You audition, and I like the way you act. You got the role.
Got it. All right, bet. All right, my guy.
Thank you for having me,
Have a
bro.
good
Appreciate
one.
it.
Yes, sir. Alrighty. Let's get it. Wait.